Greetings, my lovely Leos. The lioness. You know, it's a strange thing. It's a funny thing. Yesterday, I was driving into town and there's a bridge. Of course, there's a river. Kind of going just straight into the sea. So it's a sandy bank, but the river is, it's always really full, usually at the moment. And I looked down, always look down into that water. And what did I see, Leos? I saw a black cat sitting on the sand, kind of looking into the water. You know, some cats actually like water. I thought it was quite funny, unusual. Anyway, this is a reading for you. Fiery lioness and lions. We'll get an overarching energy card that just flew out, and I just saw that as it came out, and quite honestly, excuse me, it couldn't be more appropriate to the Leos amongst us. We get action, this beautiful character. There is no deliberation at the moment. Overarching energies. There's no deliberation. There's no rumination. Action is pure force. Propulsion. In the card, we see she has sort of like a interesting solar vision, but she knows exactly when and how to action in her life. It's a great, powerful card. So that's a really lovely way to begin for you, and so appropriate. So let's just see what the choices are at this time as we head very quickly towards the solstice. What the choices are for you, lovely Leos. Let's see if we can get one card, please. Choices. Maybe there's... Maybe... Being a little bit stubborn today. Is that a Leo trait? I think we can all be a bit stubborn, can't we? Sometimes. But choices. We get the Emperor. You know, the Emperor is can be a very benevolent card. He's this culmination of all the kings in the deck. It can be at a low polarity. The Emperor can be very controlling and dominating. But we see choice. We see it in the position of choice. There's a fixation on something possibly at the moment that you haven't quite seen come into action, I feel. Even though you've basically thrown everything at it, Leo. But you know, the Emperor is a wise individual. And because he's gone through, he's sort of experienced everything that all of those court cards have experienced, all those kings, that he can sit wisely and think he can think about his next move on the chessboard of life, as it were. So your choice, you have a lot of choice here to just think for a period. Be like wise old Solomon. I'm not quite sure about that story, but I know he was wise. You're in a comfortable place to have room. Where is your next? Where is your next solar vision going to spotlight? Going to action? Where is it? Has there been a sort of hold up of sorts here? Or just a little period we need to not just act, but just think a little bit more beforehand. That's what I'm getting from this. So lovely Leos. That in itself is a challenge. So we're looking at challenges. We're looking at challenges here. I'm sorry about this. It's the way that I am sitting at this table. I think that we always get things popping out onto the floor. We get the seven of discs. Now this is about reviewing. It's looking at what you have worked on, what you have initiated, and seeing the things. Is this beneficial? It's like looking at a ledger. Has this been worthwhile or not? So it would seem thus far that there's a questioning of what you've actually put your energy into. You know, action is a great force, and it does need to be directed wisely. So the challenge really is at this current time, it seems, is that you're reviewing this. And as we do at the end of a year, we do review these things. We review them periodically, but certainly at the end of a year and the beginning of a new one, we get the 7 of discs. Traditionally, a farmer looking back over his crops, over his fields. What has it yielded for me? We're looking at that. The Empress sits there and looks at this. What is it? What has this yielded for me? So we now see the traits, the qualities. What can we put on? What hat can we put on for a little bit of ease in this? Just at this moment in time, there's always a moment to pause and breathe and consider. What quality can we embody for ease at this time, please? Thank you. We understand with the 10 of discs. We understand that it's part of the cyclical nature of life. Reviewing, thinking before we act. And that's the thing. Pause. Take time at this time of the year. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the fruits around you, your labours. sometimes it's good to have a period of time where you're not always striving to up your ante. Don't put undue stress and pressure on yourself to do this. The guidance for ease at this time, lovely Leos, is to enjoy family, friends, and the pleasures of being part of a community, and know that you're valued within that, even though you might have challenges on a personal level when you're looking at what you either have achieved or have not achieved. Give yourself a break. Enjoy this time, because as with all things are fleeting. Enjoy the bounty that's around you right now, because there is bounty around you right now. Take a deep breath, my friends. Relax. Now, we're just going to get one little piece of guidance from these cards, which I made myself, but they're just words. From the stars, a little bit of guidance from the stars for the gorgeously energetic Leos out there. A little bit of guidance. And we get trust. If need be, offer to source, life source, creation, whatever that is to you. Trust, if need be, offer to source for clarity and relief. I think that fits in pretty appropriately with this reading for you. Lovely Leos. Trust. You know where you are. You know what you're doing. You know. So thank you. Thank you, and take care, Leos, until we'll be back for our time and tides just after the full moon in Cancer this time round. So thank you for joining me. Take good care, and remember, just breathe and relax and enjoy the bounty that you have around you. Take care.